Exodus 28-30. Bring Aaron your brother, and his sons with him near to you, from among the sons of Israel, that they may minister to me as Kohanim: Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons. And you shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother, for glory and for beauty. You shall speak to all who are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garments to sanctify him, that he may minister to me as a Kohen. These are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, a ephod, a robe, a fitted tunic, a turban, and a sash. They shall make holy garments for Aaron your brothers and his sons, that he may minister to me as a Kohen. They shall use the gold, and the blue, and the purple, and the scarlet, and the fine linen. They shall make the ephod of gold, blue, purple, scarlet, and fine twined linen, and work of the skillful workman. It shall have 2 shoulder straps joined to the 2 ends of it, and it may be joined together. And the skillfully woven band which is on it shall be like its work, and its same piece of blue, gold, purple, scarlet, and fine twined linen. You shall take 2 onyx stones, and engrave on them the names of the sons of Israel, 6 of their names on the one stone, and on the names of the 6 that remain on the other stone, in the order of their birth, with the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet. You shall engrave the 2 stones according to the names of the sons of Israel. You shall make them to be enclosed in the settings of gold. You shall put the 2 stones on the shoulder straps of the ephod, to be stones of a memorial for the sons of Israel. Aaron shall bear their names before Yahweh on his 2 shoulders for a memorial. You shall make settings of gold, and 2 chains of pure gold. You shall make them like cords of branded work, and you shall put the branded chains on the settings. You shall make a breastplate of judgment, the work of a skillful workman, like the work of an ephod. You shall make it of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. You shall make it. It shall be square and folded double. A span shall be its length, and a span its width. You shall set it in settings of stone, 4 rows of stone, a row of ruby, topaz, beryl shall be the first row, and the second row a turquoise, sapphire, and emerald, the third row jacinth, agate, and amethyst, the 4th row chrysolite, and onyx, and a jasper. They shall be enclosed in gold in their settings. The stones shall be according to the names of the sons of Israel, 12 according to their names, like the engravings of a signet, everyone according to his name. They shall be for the 12 tribes. You shall make on the breastplate chains like cords of braided work of pure gold. You shall make of the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and shall put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. You shall put the 2 braided chains of gold and the 2 rings at the ends of the breastplate. The other 2 ends and the 2 braided chains you shall put on the 2 settings, and put them on the shoulder straps of the ephod in its forepart. You shall make 2 rings of gold, and you shall put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate, and on its edge, which is toward the side of the ephod inward. You shall make 2 rings of gold, and shall put them on the 2 shoulder straps of the ephod underneath, and its forepart close by its coupling, above the skillful woven band of ephod. You shall bind the breastplate by its rings to the rings of the ephod with a blue cord, that shall be on the skillfully woven band of the ephod, and that the breastplate may not swing out from the ephod. Aaron shall bear the names of the sons of Israel in the breastplate of judgment on his heart, when he goes into the holy place for a memorial before Yahweh continually. You shall put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim, the Thummim, and they shall be in Aaron's heart. When he goes in before Yahweh, Aaron shall bear the judgment of the sons of Israel on his heart before Yahweh continually. You shall make the robe an ephod of blue. It shall have a hole for the head of the middle. It shall be a binding of woven work around its hole, as it were the whole of coat of mail, that it not be torn. On its hem you shall make pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet all around the hem, with bells of gold between and around them. A golden bell and a pomegranate. A golden bell and a pomegranate around the hem of the robe it shall be on Aaron to minister. And its sound shall be heard when he goes into the holy place before Yahweh, and when he comes out, so that he will not die. You shall make a plate of pure gold, and engrave on it, like the engravings of a signet, holy to Yahweh. You shall put on it a blue cord, and it shall be on the turban. It shall be on the front of the turban, it shall be on Aaron's forehead, and Aaron shall bear the iniquity of the holy things which the sons of Israel shall make holy in all their holy gifts, and it shall be always on his forehead, that they may be accepted before Yahweh. You shall weave the tunic in its fine linen. You shall make a turban of fine linen. You shall make a sash, the work of a weaver. You shall make tunics for Aaron's sons. You shall make sashes for them. You shall make headbands for them, for glory and for beauty. You shall put them on Aaron your brother and on his sons with him, and shall anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister to me as Kohanim. You shall make them linen pants to cover their naked flesh. They shall reach from the waist even to the thigh. They shall be on Aaron and on his sons when they go out into the tent of meeting, and when they come near to the altar to minister in the holy place, that they do not bear the iniquity and die. This shall be a statute forever to him who is his offspring after him. Now this is the thing that you shall do to them to make them holy, to minister to me as Kohanim. Take 1 young bull and 2 rams without blemish, and matzah cakes, and cakes of matzah, mixed with oil, and matzah wafers, anointed with oil. You shall make them of fine wheat flour. You shall put them into 1 basket, and bring them in the basket with the bull and the 2 rams. You shall bring Aaron and his sons to the door of the tent of meeting, and shall wash them with water. You shall take the garments, and put on Aaron the tunic, the robe of the ephod, and the breastplate, the clothed with him, skillfully woven band of the ephod. You shall set the turban on his head. You shall put the holy crown on the turban. Then you shall take the anointing oil, and pour it on his head, and anoint him. You shall bring his sons, and put tunics on them. You shall clothe them with the belts, Aaron with his sons, and bind headbands on them. They shall have the priesthood by the perpetual statute. You shall consecrate Aaron and his sons. You shall bring the bull before the tent of meeting, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the bull. You shall kill the bull before Yahweh at the door of the tent of meeting. You shall take the blood of the bull, and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger. And you shall pour out all the blood at the base of the altar, and you shall take all the fat that covers the innards, the cover of the liver, the 2 kidneys, the fat that is on them, and burn them on the altar. But the meat of the bull, and its skin, and its dung, you shall burn with fire outside of the camp. It is a sin offering. You shall also take the 1 ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the ram. You shall kill the ram, and you shall take its blood, and sprinkle it all around the altar. You shall cut the ram into its pieces, and wash its innards, and its legs, and put them with its pieces, and with its head. You shall burn the whole ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to Yahweh. It is a pleasant aroma, an offering made by fire to Yahweh. You shall take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the ram. You shall kill the ram. Take some of its blood, and put it on the tip of the right ear of Aaron, and on the tip of the right ear of his sons, and on the thumb of their right hand, and on the big toe of their right foot, and sprinkle the blood around the altar. You shall take of the blood that is on the altar and on the anointing oil, and sprinkle it on Aaron and his garments, and his sons, and on the garments of his sons with him. And he shall be made holy, and his garments, and his sons' garments with him. Also you shall take some of the ram's fat, and fat tail, and fat that covers the innards, and cover the liver, and the 2 kidneys, the fat that is on them, and the right thigh. For it is a ram of consecration. And 1 loaf of bread, 1 cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer out of the basket matzah, that is before Yahweh. You shall put all of this on Aaron's hands, and in his son's hands, and shall wave them for a contribution before Yahweh. You shall take them from their hands, and burn them on the altar as on a burnt offering, for the pleasant aroma before Yahweh. It is an offering made by fire to Yahweh. You shall take the breast of Aaron's ram of consecration, and wave it for a contribution before Yahweh. It shall be your portion. You shall sanctify the breast of the contribution of the thigh of the contribution which is waved, and which is raised up, of the ram of consecration, even of that which is for Aaron, and of that which is for his sons. It shall be for Aaron and his sons as their portion forever from the sons of Israel, for it is a contribution. It shall be a contribution from the sons of Israel, and the sacrifices of their peace offerings, even their contribution to Yahweh. The holy garments of Aaron shall be for his sons after him, to be anointed in them, and to be consecrated in them. For 7 days shall the son who is Kohen in his place put them on. And when he comes into the tent of meeting to minister in the holy place, you shall take the ram of consecration and boil its meat in a holy place. Aaron and his sons shall eat the meat of the ram and the bread that is in the basket at the door of the tent of meeting. They shall eat those things with which the atonement was made, to consecrate and sanctify them. But a stranger shall not eat of it, because they are holy. If anything of the meat is of the consecration, or of the bread remains till the morning, then you shall burn the remainder with fire. It shall not be eaten, because it is holy. You shall do so to Aaron and to his sons, according to all that I have commanded you. You shall consecrate them 7 days. Every day you shall offer the bull of the sin offering for atonement. You shall cleanse the altar when you make atonement for it. You shall anoint it to sanctify it. 7 days you shall make atonement for the altar and sanctify it. And on the altar shall be most holy. Whatever touches the altar shall be holy. Now this is that which you shall offer on the altar: 2 lambs of a year old, day by day continually. The one lamb you shall offer in the morning, and the other lamb you shall offer at evening. And with the one lamb, 1/10 part of an ephah of fine flour, with the 4th part of a hin of beaten oil, and the 4th part of a hin of wine, for a drinking offering. The other lamb you shall offer at evening, and shall do it according to the grain offering, and in the morning and according to the drink offering, for a pleasant aroma, an offering made by fire to Yahweh. It shall be a continual burnt offering throughout your generations, at the door of the tent of meeting before Yahweh, where I will meet with you, to speak there to you. There I will meet with the sons of Israel, and the place shall be sanctified by my glory, and I will sanctify the tent of meeting and the altar. I will also sanctify Aaron and his sons to minister to me as Kohanim. I will dwell among the sons of Israel, and I will be their God. They shall know that I am Yahweh their God, who brought them out of the land of Egypt, that it may be well among them. I am Yahweh their God.